Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Tigers offense will take the field first. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, TJ Moore. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be keeping an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for room. It's Davidson. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So Oklahoma State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And they got it. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Burrows. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's brought down the run of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, the quarterback did a really good job there, hanging in and delivering the pass, knowing that he was going to get hit. That really paid off for the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Running the red zone. It's Davidson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Moves to his right. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Quick handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Cowboys in the hurry up.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just
makes the catch, and he's free. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Cowboys peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Wide receiver comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Enough to move the chains. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Young. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. Nowhere to go. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cowboys! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! The extra point here would tie the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Moore.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position.
It's him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tough run here. It's Davidson. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Left side is Green. Still on his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The fake wants to throw. Under pressure. Right side, it's Coleman. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Cowboys are marching down the field.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Green. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. All over him immediately. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Got the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clemson jumps to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Burrows. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Running inside. It's Davidson. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long right here. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. First play of this drive. Out wide left. left. It's Young. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Drops back on first down. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and
He wants to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with UAB taking on the number 23 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And now back to your game in Death Valley. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Cowboys come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Gets the back moving. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snags a quick pass on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it on the option. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll throw on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Coleman. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Press center down's going to the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give them the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Play action on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. All the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up play.
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Driven back.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Hits inside. It's Davidson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. From the gun, running back on the move. Swamped immediately. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He'll work his way down to the 28. The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. On the ground, it's Hawkins. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to get it in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moved. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Offense in a split backfield. Sends it back in motion. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Left side is Davidson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Number 89 on to kick it away.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Dangerous throw on that one.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to it. There's some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires to the right. Nearly intercepted.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching